What is up, everyone? Welcome to Roblox Tycoon. As always, an error message. Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
2 errors?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, a wall, floor.
Oh, it actually works. Oh, we actually have to do something.
What do we have to do?
Like we have to actually buy stuff and use our points. I just lost my money doing this, and we're generating money. Look at this. We're gaining points.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's an actual like Roblox working map.
Money generator right here.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Stand over here with me.
You don't have enough.
Stand on the money generator.
No, we're already getting it. Look. Do you not see your
I
points
know, but
going
I'm
up?
putting points into this, I think.
No, you're not. It only goes when you have that much.
Okay. Well, anyways. Don't know. Oh, we gotta pick a mode. I guess we...
Easy. I don't...
Okay, yeah.
This looks like it's gonna be
Come
hard.
on. Double tap. These are the perks. Okay. I got easy mode on, I think. Oh, you're supposed to jump over. Okay.
Oh, we gotta do park... What is this map?
What the?
What is this? Oh, hold F for some target practice? Is this not a zombie map?
It is.
I don't get it.
Shoot the noobs.
Oh, you do these challenges to get money. Are we actually like building something? Is that what we're doing? Walls? I don't know. We gotta do these money generators, so we gotta earn money.
Shoot the noobs.
So, yeah, this is gonna be a long game.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess I should start talking, right? So,
yeah.
Want to learn how fun college is?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, I've been technically in college for 2.5 years. Now, no, about 4-ish years now. First I started with undergrad. That actually felt more like real college, by the way, even though it still felt like high school 2.0.
Yeah, it does.
But it felt more like college because, you know why? Well, I'll get into that reason why. However, I went from undergrad to real college, and real college was like garbage. Real college is awful. You know why? Because it's a scam. The whole thing's a scam.
Why is it a scam?
Simple. So, do you think your professors grade your work? Let's start with this. Actually, no, I'm going to start from the start. I'm going to start from a different angle. So, let's start with how colleges ran. So, you know I flunked a math class last semester, right?
Yeah.
Or a semester or two ago. I flunked a math class. I flunked Math 160. Oh, what the heck is that picture? I flunked Math 160. So I had to go to undergrad college again because it's cheaper to take it, and I'm not going to retake it at the campus because I was told don't take it back to campus because it's a scam. Because literally, what the heck? Because literally, it's garbage. Oh, not garbage. It's basically I'm gonna fail again because the teachers suck at teaching at math, and a lot of the teachers suck on campus. They're awful. They're garbage. They're bad at teaching. Let's just start with that. So now that you got that in your mind, that they're bad, the teachers are all bad. The campus staff, let's say the people that run the website, right?
Yeah.
They're incompetent. And how do I know they're incompetent? So basically, when I first got my transfer stuff to go to the undergrad college for the math class,
yeah,
that was easy. It was pretty smooth, pretty quick, nice and easy. That was done. Didn't take long. Now, trying to get transferred back, so basically taking the credits I earned from the one class, from the math class that I passed in the summer, That took forever. I had to go through 5 processes. Oh, did you press the button?
What button?
Did you make it all the way through?
Yeah, I made it.
Okay, well, anyways. So, I had to, first, got through the counselor, talked to them, and they told me how to do it, right? Wrong. Yeah. Wasn't the right way to do it. Okay. So then I called up the administrators, the people that do the phone stuff. I called them up to see what I needed to do, to pass it or something. What I needed to do to get the paper turned in. They told me that I need to do this way. I need to go through the website and do it this way. That didn't work out because I got an message from the people that do the transcript stuff. This is I think I should just restart from the beginning, so I got the transcripts turned in via taking it to I had to basically contact the administration. I can't remember what they're called, records people, because according to the records people, I'm supposed to do it a specific way, and the way that I was originally doing it was wrong. And I asked, hold on, how is it that the counselors, the people that run the actual, payment system on campus, they do the transfers and all that stuff, how is it? And then there's so I went through 4 different departments before I ended up with the last one, which was the administration records and record holders and stuff like that. Essentially. I asked, how is that your counselors, your help center, what was the other group called? Counselors, help center, and then your administration's record team, your administration team, or whoever the people that run your website and pay methods. How is it that they are unable? They've given me multiple times on how to turn this thing in, and it was all the wrong way. And I asked, how is that possible? I'm asking the administration record people this. So there are 3 things I just went through: counselors, help center, and the website people, basically. People that monitor and help people with struggling issues on the website, on the school site. And all of them gave me the wrong answers, except for when I got to the administration record people, they're like, okay, this is what you have to do, and it was super easy. It was done. But I asked them an honest question. I asked the record team, why is it so hard for this to happen? How is it that it took this long to do it? And they gave me one simple answer. Everyone on campus is incompetent. Basically. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, yes and no. You're starting to lose track.
I know, I'm sorry. Because there's just so much I have to do, and I'm also, I get distracted easily. So I would have to write this all down when I tell you this. But just know this, the summary is this. Everybody, all the counselors, and all the people that run the websites and stuff like that, they are worthless. They don't know anything that goes on campus. Essentially. They are incompetent. They don't know how to work their own website. They don't care enough to work their own website. They practically are just there to help whenever they can. I've also tried to contact a counselor before on how to get a transfer or something. That never happened. Never got anywhere with it. And I'm like, well, how is it that all the people around me on the campus are so incompetent? Basically, it's as if they don't care about their own website and how it operates and how much of a fluke the website is being managed. So finally I got my classes registered, and then my computer went down, so that was a hassle to deal with. So and by the way, on my computer, all the stuff that I had from my CS11 stuff was gone. All of it. All my CS11 notes and stuff are all gone. So I have nothing left from the computer being destroyed. So I'm basically starting from scratch. All over. Not from scratch, but like without my help. Full notes that I had to take in throughout the entire semester or two ago. For CS11. So, knowing that, I thought, I'm pretty good. I can figure this out. I'm not, I'm not a coder, by the way. I'm not a coder. I do not like coding. It is not my thing. But yet, all these CS classes are practically coding coding classes. Except for the 231 I took. That was not a coding class, really. That was more of a motherboard wiring class kind of thing, which was kind of interesting, but it was kind of like the same as coding a bit, because they do a little coding at the beginning. It's like as a basis, but it's like really just, it's like motherboard working and wire working and stuff. Let me know if I'm losing you, by the way.
Oh, you've been losing me the whole time. I mean, I'm zoning in and out, but that's me.
Okay. Well, so now,
I think you're just gonna get straight to the main part and not the background.
Okay, well, that's the background. Teachers are bad. They suck at teaching. They're incompetent, and also, people. Here's another. Teachers and the counselors all think you don't have a job. By the way, so when you talk to these people, this also includes people at the STEM center. Or the helpers on campus, they all expect you not to be having a job, by the way. So when you go to these people and you tell them you have a job, you work, they look at you weirdly. Like, huh? You have a job? You work? I'm confused. They give you that, like, puzzled look. You know what I mean? Like, they're lost and dazed and confused. Like, they've never seen someone be working before, you know what I mean? To which you would find, if you actually talk to people on the campus, you'll find that about maybe 85% of the people on campus don't actually have jobs. About 15% of people actually have jobs. Me, I'm such a...
You gotta get that student loan.
Shut up.
That's why when you're like 30 or 40 and you don't really have a high like 100K job, it's gonna take you forever.
Yeah, I know.
Pay it off because of interest.
Yeah, so everybody on the campus basically has a leg up over me, and I take less classes.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the basis. So I started this year in my CS11. My math class is okay. I think I like the math teacher. In fact, I had a conversation with her 2 weeks ago. That's why I got home late one day. Got home very late because I was talking to her because she was like very curious about about me, how I was doing. Anyways, so I start off my 211 class as normal, standard boring lecture talk, and I'm sitting through this lecture and I'm bored out of my mind because she doesn't do anything. She'll write some things on the board, but none of the notes is like given to you. Like you know how they draw examples,
yeah, and
you see like x equals x, and you can have that on a separate slide. Like she'll give us a PDF. Or our slideshow with all her notes on it to help out. If you don't know what I mean, it's basically the PDF with all the doodles and gobbledygook technical stuff. However, she puts there's notes on the side written by the professor to explain what each gobbledygook thing means. However, that's not what happens. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking. I think I'm screwing this up. Basically.
You should just went over and just did the whole stuff with the teachers and what you're thinking about, what the teacher said to you.
Okay,
all this background info kind of makes it a doozy.
I know. It's because I'm so background. I need to give background to the stories, but okay. So I'll just jump right into it. So I'm sorry. I'm struggling. I'm gonna say it right there. I don't want mom to worry about me. But I've been the moment I started feeling the struggle, that was after my computer went down and so that. I've tried, doing certain things and it's not working out. Campus is not like it was a year ago, and that's because some things have changed. I've learned more about how things operate on campus, so I'm more angrier now. I'm more annoyed. I'm just like more frustrated. I guess you could say I've been depressed for a bit now, for about maybe 3 weeks ish. I was actually getting depressed. Like I'm on like early stages of depression. I think I would say that. That's where I'm at right now, because I feel like none of my goals in life have been accomplished. By the way, college is not my goal in life. That was never my goal. You know whose goal that was?
Our parents.
Yes.
Because you want to, in this day and age of education, you want to at least try and get a bachelor's or a master's. But it's like same for me. I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
Burning money. I look at my money I burn and I think, dude, there is so much I could have done with this money. In my mind, I could have built a company by now, a small company. Now you might say, what would you do with this company? I don't know yet. That's the problem, because I don't got enough time to do enough research. But I need to build a brand around it first. I would do t-shirts or something. You know how t-shirts are a big seller. Find a cheap company, make some t-shirts, and then sell those t-shirts like Mr. B. But I have to build a brand. That's what the YouTube channel is all. This YouTube channel about, because the way you succeed on YouTube, it's okay. The way you can tell you made it on YouTube is not by, oh my gosh, I hit 1,000 subscribers, I have 3x amount of watch time. No, that is not the way you know you made it on YouTube.
Yeah.
The way you know you made it on YouTube is if you have advertisers, direct advertising sponsors, and then you have a company. For example, Mr. Beast is the best example. Mr. Beast is the best example I can give you, because you know why? Because when Mr. Beast comes out here and says, "Look how much money!" Remember the video he put out that says, "Look how much money I'm making, 40-something thousand." He says on his video, and you look and you think, really, that doesn't make any sense. How do you pay all these employees, and how do you give out so much money? And you know why?
Sponsors.
Basically. He has sponsors. He has company. Because here's the thing: this is how it works for him. He gets a sponsor like Honey. How much money do you think Honey gave him? He gets made what?
Honey made a lot.
How much money do you think he gave? So let's go off this fact. So he was sponsored by Honey for over a year and a half, basically. How much money do you think Honey gave him for that sponsorship?
Oh, I don't know, because I don't know all his videos.
Okay, so Mr. Beast hits like 20 million views.
Like, yeah, he gets like a lot of views.
Let's say he hits 20 million views every video. Now, because Honey probably doesn't have a whole big marketing or money push, they need to offer him something else. So let's say they paid him $500,000. Let's go with that. They gave him $500,000 for a year and a half of sponsorship, basically. And however, they gave him something better, because you remember how he has that code, right? He would always have a code. Use my code at Honey for X amount off.
He gets discounts. He gets like some sale profits,
and then he gets sales profits. So how much? Let's just go off of this money, right? So he got $500,000 from Honey for the ad reel. However, let's say over 500,000 people. Let's say he gets a 20 million view video. 10 million of those people go use this Honey link, and they buy something at $100. And let's say his sale discount or sale, whatever money he makes off the sale, is like 5%. So 5% of 100, how much? And he gets 10 million views. How much is that?
I don't know.
It's almost another whole so $5 times 10 million, basically.
Start sending your money. Don't buy any more stuff. There's an expensive door.
I know. Hold on, let me write this down.
There's a 4,000 thing up here.
Oh man, where's my calculator? I have it here somewhere. Anyway, okay. Well, he makes a whole bunch of money. That's how you know you made it on YouTube. That's my goal. I want to build a company. That's what I want to do. College is not my thing,
Well, I would say first try and learn a little bit more about investing, because investing might be the way.
Oh, dude, you want to know how to? Okay, you want to know a secret? Here's another fun secret.
What?
So, what you do when you get rich? Here's another fun tactic. You take your money and you find the banks with the highest interest loan or highest interest gain.
Yeah.
And you put your money into savings accounts. And that's it. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you made over you have $1 million, or no, you have $30 million. You have you already have one bank. You have one bank. So you go put some of that money into that savings account, which generates, I don't know, X. So you're basically, the money you put in there, you generate maybe $100,000 a month if you just sat on it, didn't do anything with it. So you go to the next bank, you go open an account at, let's say, Wells Fargo or Bank of America or something like that. You go open up multiple accounts and you stretch that that few $1 million around, and then watch, and you just sit back, do your job, work like what we're doing, and you sit on the money, and then there it is. It rolls right in, 50 something, 100,000. Because if you're wealthy, you gain money in the American system, ultimately. But that's I'd have to win the lottery or get money from what I want to do. As of right now, I'm not making anything, basically.
Yeah.
Because right now, the college system is busted. I'm losing money in college.
Of course, because they want to go in debt.
Yeah.
That's why when you pay $2,000 per class, I don't know how these kids are taking 6 classes a semester. You're paying them basically 6 times 2. You're basically paying them $12,000.
Oh, no. Big lie. See, here's the thing. So one of the kids, okay, back to my story. Back to my trauma and annoying drama I have at campus right now. I don't like it. I'm gonna admit this right now. In my chat with the math teacher, she kind of gave me some more insight into life too. But let's go back to my struggles in 211. Right now, I hate this class. 211 sucks. My teacher she's awful. She does not teach. And right now, she gives me the look in class of I'm cheating. Basically.
What?
No joke. She thinks I'm cheating. And I haven't done anything. And I'll explain why. And then I have my other. So by the way, so here's the thing. Mother wants me to take more than one class. I already have 3 classes. You might say the lab. Well, hold on. The lab class is part of the lecture class. No, they're 2 separate classes combined into one. The lab gives me another homework assignment. What do I get? The lecture class gives me 2 assignments every week. Or one every 2 weeks, one every week.
That's not bad. 2 assignments every week.
Let me explain. The one assignment I have to do every week is a quiz. I have to read through paper. I have to read through these stupid lectures, which are tedious, and then do the problems, which are kind of easy, super quick, and then take a quiz. I get 3 chances, but that's it. And then there is the what's his name? Then there's the lab class. Oh, actually, then there's the other thing a part of her class. In her class, I have to do the mini project. The mini project sucks. You know why?
Why?
Because she's supposed to, so the mini project, she gives us 2 weeks for the mini project. However, it's actually just 1 week. Because what happens is, in order to do the mini project, she has to give us lectures. She has to give us a week lecture first in order to, so basically in order to complete the lab, the mini lab, I have to wait a whole week to learn from a week-long lecture to even start on it, to do it properly. So I barely have enough time. And I have how many days, how much time in my life to do it? I fall asleep too easily.
Yeah.
So
that's your schedule. Like some days you're going in at 2 p.m.
Yeah. So
like today, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going in. Yeah. So let's start with this class. So now that you've gotten that in your head, here's my favorite part. So we do these little little things in class too. So she also gives us little in-class activities. And here's my favorite part. So one of our in-class activities occurs, right?
Yeah.
And I'm by the way, I'm sleeping. She's so boring. I pass out in her class, and it's not my fault. It's her fault. And everybody in the class is they're not tired. They don't work like me. They all literally have no jobs. Keep in mind, these guys live on campus or live at their parents' house. And they drop off or they drive to campus, and they're drinking their coffees from the Starbucks on campus. While me,
Yeah.
I'm passed out. I got I got 2 energy drinks right in front of me. Chugged them all. I chugged one down, and the other one's half empty. And I'm just dead in class. I'm a corpse, basically. And I'm like, and somehow my brain still functions, by the way. So I'm in this lecture. I got these 2 guys next to me. I'm in a group with these 2 guys. They're not the smartest guys, but here's the thing. I am not a coder. I struggle with coding. I struggle with this stuff. I can do it. It just takes a lot more time for me, and I can't figure it out right away. Because I know what I'm doing. I know what to do, right? I know what I'm talking about. I know I need this here. I need this. However, I have one problem. I do not know how to implement it. I do not know how to do it. That's the problem. I struggle with how to build this stuff out in front of me, in my mind. That is where I struggle. So I have to look stuff up all the time to help me, or compare it to a lab, what we did in class, which doesn't help either, because what we do in class is completely different from what we do in the mini lab and the labs in class. Complete polar opposites. So that's not very helpful. So then there's my favorite part. So that's my favorite part. So in this lab activity, I'm like passed out. I wake up, right? I'm kind of like dazed. I'm there. I'm like, okay. And my group, they did all the work this time. I didn't do much to contribute. I admit it. I couldn't, I couldn't stay up. I was like down. I was like, okay. I was like, they're struggling too. By the way, they could not figure out why the code wasn't working. They had followed all the instructions right from the lecture, right? We have the lecture opened up, and they followed all the instructions correctly, but yet somehow the code wasn't working. And I'm like, I take one glance at the code, and I like, well, dude, of course it's not going to work. You're missing stream. You need to include the stream library. And they look at me like, what's that? Well, what you're doing is, hold on, what do you mean, what's that? Didn't she go over and lecture about the stream library? So what do you mean? You guys are here. I'm not. I'm dead. I'm tired. I'm passed out here. Like, I'm a corpse. You're telling me she didn't go over stream? And then and by the way, she walks up. When I walks up on this, I'm like, and I ask her, did you go over stream class? Stream at all? Am I wrong? And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right, actually. You need stream. And she admits, I didn't go over in class. In fact, I forgot to even mention it. In fact, it's not even in my lecture. She didn't even,
oh my god.
It's not even in the lecture. Stream is not in the lecture. And I'm like, what do you mean? How do you expect us to do this in-class lab, or in-class little practice, if we don't know if no one knows what stream is? And she looks at me, it's kind of odd how you know what stream is. I'm like, what? Like, no, seriously, how do you know what stream is? As she looks at me like, what do you mean?
What?
How do I know what stream is? Like, well, clearly you're the only one here that knows. And I'm like, yeah, because I used it in CS11, 111. Really? You used it, huh? Yeah, I used it in one of my assignments, or my labs. So I know what stream is. Okay. And she kind of gave me the look of, yeah, I'm going to be watching you, basically.
What?
And she gave me that look. I'm like, what the heck? And so I implement stream, and it works. Our code is done. And I'm like, okay. So now I got got this lecture teacher accusing me of cheating now. So now I'm on her watch list. So that makes me angry. And that, I struggle in this class already. So I just know some things. I don't know how to build stuff, like functions, all the time, because I'm not a coder. Again, I'm not a coder. I struggle with code building. But I know, I need a bool, I need this, but I don't know how to build it out. I can tell people what to do, and they're like, oh, you're right. And they'll follow, it's insane. They look at me like, oh, you're right. Yeah, I know. Okay. And they do it. They know how to do it. They're better than me. All these kids in this class, they know what they're doing, because, they got no life. They don't got a job. They're not dead like me. They got more time to study. The ones that are actually studying. Then there's ones that aren't studying. And you might think, well, Hutchie, hold on a second. So you're good at all this facts, but you can't build it? Yeah. Well, how did you do in your CS11 class? Oh, I knew what I was doing. I was actually really good. In fact, you know why I was so good? I had a group of people I was working with. I was one of the smart 3 people in my class in CS11, 111, because we these 3 guys, we worked together. We were able to work together. Oh, no, 4 of us. Well, the fourth guy was okay. He wasn't the smartest, but he was like me, but he was learning. You know what I mean? So we all worked together. The problem is none of those guys are in my class anymore because they passed math or they're indifferent. And yeah. Oh, by the way, there is one person that is from my old class though, from CS11. I used to help this individual, this girl. By the way, I have her number in my phone. By the way, because she used to call me. Remember I told you this girl called me at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, to help her out. Yeah, well, guess what? She never calls me anymore. Nor does she even talk to me in class. Because you know why? I'm no longer useful. I'm no longer useful. She knows. She don't need me no more. Doesn't even talk to me. Won't talk to me. Ignores me. Because you know why? Useful people, once they become unuseful, gone as the wind, you might say. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And by the way, I could sit right next to her and she won't even mention a word to me. Amazing. Anyways, so basically what the 211 class is I'm struggling in is this new form of class building we're doing. And I'm like, I've never worked with this before and I don't understand it correct 100%. So I'm struggling and how it's formatted, how it works. I don't understand it. And you might think, okay, you should go talk to the professor. Well, I hate to do that because she thinks I'm cheating, basically. And talking to her is a bad idea because she thinks I'm cheating and might look at me weird. And then there's the lab guy. He doesn't, he's slightly helpful. The lab teacher, he's slightly helpful. However,
so there's 2 different teachers, one for a lab, one for the class?
There's 2 different teachers. So this guy, he's kind of helpful. However, his helpfulness only goes so far. Like he does not do anything outside the class. He will help you to an extent, and that's it. Like he is borderline. He is not lazy, but he is lazy. Basically, he only cares about what he does. In fact, this is where I'm going to tell you. This is my favorite part. By the way, this is my favorite part. Because then there's this other guy. He's the actual tutor. He's the helper in the class, right? This guy works for the STEM center. You're like, oh, Hutchie, you should get help from the STEM center kid. He'll be probably smart. Yeah, he is actually. In fact, I've worked with him. Too. However, in fact, he actually runs when he was at the STEM center. He actually helped me. He was actually helpful. Because you know why? Because the way he was running it was like it was ran over a year and a half ago.
So what happened a year ago? Was like a new management, new principal?
No, it's not new management principal. It's the STEM center changes people because people graduate.
Yeah.
Or they get, they leave because they want to go get a real job. Or they don't get not get a real job, but they feel it's time for them to get out of the STEM center because they know they're being ripped off. Basically. So let's go over the STEM center. So when I worked with this guy at the STEM center, it felt just like it was a year ago. However, the problem was I couldn't get enough of him. And his times are so wonky. And you might think, well, hold on, he's an assistant. He can help out. He's just some professor, right? Underpaid professor or something? No. The assistant guy is not a professor. He's a student. This guy is a student. That's what he is proficient at is what I'm doing in my class. He's a student, meaning he takes classes on campus. So his times being at the STEM center are limited. And you might think, okay, well, maybe you could talk to someone else in the STEM center. That would be a good idea if I've gone there already and I found my time wasted and useless. I've gone there at least 5 times. Well, 7 counting the times I was with the one guy, the assistant guy. But out of the 4 times I've been there without the assistant guy, I've had bad experience. The first time I went there was, I can't do, the first guy I talked to was like, I can't do your homework for you. That's what he told me. And I'm like, what? I looked at him like, I'm not asking you to do my homework. I'm asking you to help look at my function because I have it done. I have this part done. I just need you to help me with this function because my function is malfunctioning. I don't know what's wrong with it. And if the function is fixed, I can get the whole thing done. I know for a fact it'll work. And by the way, this guy, he was like, no, I will not do your homework for you. I'm like, what? This, by the way, this is a guy who works at the STEM Center. He told me no.
Dumb.
He told me he would not help me. And I'm like, what do you mean you're here? This is what the STEM Center is here for. You're supposed to help me fix my problem. Like, I'm hurt. This is hurting right here. It's like, I will not do your stuff for you. I'm like, I know you're not going to do my homework for me. I understand that. I just need your help to look at the STEM Center a year ago would not have hesitated to look at my function to figure out what's wrong with it. In fact, they would have looked at the whole code to figure out what's wrong with it. This is just new people. So that's my fun part. That's my favorite part. So the STEM Center is worthless right now. That's the underlying story and my anger and anger. Because here's the thing: I have not turned in multiple assignments because I have broken code. There are broken functions I cannot fix. And you might think, okay, maybe you should talk to people in class for help. I'm like, dude, the people in class have no care in the world. They do not care for you. They do not care for me, and they do not like me, nor do they care for me. We will all secretly help each other and wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like in class, not lab, but assignment wise, like if we have to work in a team effort project, but individually, no one cares about you. No one's going to help you unless they see value in it. That's the thing you need to understand. A year ago, I didn't care. I would help anybody. That's what I did. I helped everybody because I'm different. But no one's like me. Not many people are like me. They have their own agendas. And you might think, okay, maybe you should go see the smart kids of the class. There are 3 smart, very, very smart people in this class I'm in. And one of them, by the way, they all hang out together, the 3 smart people. One of the smart guys is the guy who called me a flat earther. So, and he hangs out with all of them. So I don't want to even dare try and talk to the other people because I have a feeling I'm going to get a bad feeling. If you don't know, I avoid the flat earther kid because you know why? Because I get bad feelings around him. You know what I mean? He said it's like that feeling of you need to avoid this guy at all costs because this guy will get you in trouble for some reason. That's why. So then I go, okay, maybe I should go talk to the professor. By the way, the professors have bad times to talk to them. I can't go to either of them because either they're the guy has a short time. He doesn't have, his office hours are super small and short. And I can't even get there in time to do that. Then there's the lady's office hours, or the lecture lady. And it's like, her lecture hours are at a bad time as well. Like, they're the same. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Basically, I can't go see either one of them because they're bad times. Because I would be stuck on campus until after 4 o'clock. Basically. I would be stuck. I would be leaving campus maybe by 4:30. If I went to their lecture classes. Or gone to their office hours. So, bad times. Hard to talk to them. And then, here's my favorite part I learned. So after I got really friendly with the student assistant guy. I got real friendly with one of the student assistants.
Yeah.
Because there's actually 2 of them. 2 different guys. One of them doesn't even talk, from my knowledge. He's like silent. Like, he just stays silent throughout the whole class. I've never heard him say a thing. At all. But the other guy, I've spoken to him, and literally I learned the most fascinating stuff. So in undergrad college, do you think the professor actually does grades your stuff? In undergrad.
Well, of course, I mean, every single education system, preschool, high school, elementary, middle school, they've all had teachers grade their own stuff, so yeah.
So 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 the teacher grades your stuff in undergrad, right? I'm gonna say
yeah, please, yeah.
Okay, well you're right, because I don't remember there ever being a student assistant in the class at undergrad. Is there a student assistant?
No, just the teacher.
Okay, perfect. Now that you've concluded, help me understand that. Well, hate to break it to you, but the teachers don't grade anything.
What?
They don't grade it. They don't grade anything. Well, actually, let me take that back. They do grade something. They grade 5 assignments, and they grade from anywhere from 1 to 5 assignments, or 5 midterms, and then they pass all the work off to their student assistant. That's
lazy.
What?
That's lazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wait, I thought I was being told lies when I heard it, but no, I'm not being lied to, because you know what? The student assistant guy, he literally he's like, oh, you don't believe me? Check it out. He flips open his laptop, and there it is. I grade everyone's grades in the book. He has full access to the grade book. He's the one grading our stuff. In fact, I'm like, so why? I asked, and no joke. He's like, oh, well, I am behind right now in grading because I have my own stuff to work on, my own schoolwork, and I do. This is why I only work here at the STEM Center. So when I have time at the STEM Center, I do grading. So it's kind of slow for me to grade stuff here. I do try to start grading on Sundays on some labs and stuff so because he's grading all the classes that he's in. He's grading all of our work. I'm like, so hold on. So you're telling me? I said this to him. So you're telling me that the students? So you grade all my work? And he's like, yes. So that you mean you grade my labs? And he's like, yes. You grade my mini project? Well, no, I don't grade the mini project per se. However, the other guy, he and I work together to do the to grade mini projects. He technically is supposed to do that, but I grade the labs and a few other things. I'm like, okay, so does that mean you also grade the midterm? He's like, yes, I do. He also grades the midterm. I'm like, oh, okay. Do you all? And I asked, are you the one going to be grading the final? I'm yes and no. Sometimes the professor has to grades the final, but sometimes I actually am there to help her grade the final. So meaning, he probably does all the work when grading everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of weird. You know what? I think I said this to him. Hey, has it ever occurred to you that you basically hold my grades in your hands as a god? You're basically the god of the class. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he looks at me like. He kind of looks around and is like, okay, I'm not supposed to tell you this. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but you probably don't know what class this is. Or anyway, but we had a student from the STEM Center a semester ago. He thought he could play God, basically. And he basically failed classes, multiple classes. He failed a multitude of students, basically. And I don't know the exact number. But it was apparent. The way he made it sound was it was bad. These students should have passed the class, but they didn't pass because he had lied about grades. He just gave them Fs, so they failed the class. And this is my favorite part. And I'm like, so wait, hold on, what happened? I asked him. He said, well, the school found out, but he was graduating, so the school couldn't do anything about it really, so they just let the individual graduate. And what about the students who he had purposely failed or messed with? Oh, well, shouldn't the school give them all A's? Or try to amend what the mistake? He's like, well, it was too late. They just accepted the grades as is.
That's bad and dumb.
That's my favorite part. He basically abused his power, graded the book, graded people on purpose bad, and then essentially got away with it. And then the school accepted it because you know why? Money, baby. Cha-ching! How much money do you think they're gonna get from those students having to retake the class?
A lot.
Exactly. So of course they don't care. They loved it. In fact, it was like the best excuse. Well, you just all suck at this. Try again next time. But it was the only reason they found out was because a student was like, "Why is my grade an F, professor?" And the professor was like not paying attention to his grade book. You know why? Because he was like, the STEM cert kid knows. He knows better. You know, that's what was going on. Because professors don't do any of the grading. Well, not all of them. Apparently, some of them actually do grading. Like they actually work with the student assistants. There's one professor. In fact, she was my professor in my CS11 class. My CS111. She actually works with the STEM center students to grade the midterms and the final and stuff. Meaning she's right there. However, according to the guy I'm with, he actually says she's awesome, but she's old. And because she's old, she kind of gets, tired easily. So she can probably get through like maybe seven papers or 7 tests before she kind of like feels like she needs to take a nap or needs to get coffee. Meaning, and by the time she finishes that 7th paper, they've already gone through like 15 papers, 15 tests. So, yeah. The math teachers are actually slightly better. Apparently, some of the math teachers actually do the grading themselves. They don't let the student do it for them. However, they do give a cheat sheet to the student assistant. But ultimately, overall, by the way, when I was told this, the guy who's the student assistant, he literally went to me and asked me, "So, what's your backup plan?" And I looked at him. What do you mean by backup plan? Do you have a backup plan? Like, let's say something goes wrong, and you just somehow find that you're not gonna pass this class or something, or you're never gonna pass this class, or you'll have like a secondary major. That's basically the way he said it. He's like, do you have like a secondary major in your mind? And I went, oh yeah. I told I could always do history. Because I'm really good at that. Like this computer coding stuff is not my thing really. I'm not gonna lie, but I do know the stuff. I know what I'm talking about. It's just I don't know how to implement it. He's like, yeah. He looked at me. He's like, he kind of gave me the eyes of not the eye, but the look of, yeah. You should switch majors. This is not for you, because it's gonna get harder. And this was like 3 weeks ago, he told me this. He said this right to my face, basically. And I'm like, yeah, I think I get the hint. So, right now, the day he said that to me, I opened assist.org right away. To see what would happen. Because if, I would have to transfer, do what I did the summer. And do the college I did, I did before, and then do a course that would compare. But the problem is, if I pass it, the upper divisions I can't do what I've been doing for those. Meaning I would have to like retake over and over in order to pass. And if the teachers are this bad at tech, and by the way, I talked to the math teacher about this, my math professor, and she's like, she was originally, so she graduated from the college I'm at right now. And I asked her, I talked to her about the computer science, and she said her original major was going to be computer science, by the way, not mathematics or teaching. She wanted to go into the computer science stuff. Ultimately, what happened is, she flunked at all the CS classes, and she just switched major. Because she found it was just too hard and the teachers sucked. And she literally asked me, are the teachers that bad still? I'm like, yes. She's like, they're bad. Well, And she, tried to ask me if I have any friends, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I hate everybody at this campus. That's what I told the math teacher. Math professor. And I don't trust anyone on this campus. You know what I mean? Because, and I was actually feeling very, unhappy. Because, I had this, the girl who I used to help all the time just ignores me now. And I have on top of that, I have the one guy who just creeps me out. Call me a flat earther. And then I have the teacher who thinks I'm cheating because I know stuff that was in her lecture, and she's not teaching properly because she's forgetting to tell us stuff and expecting us to somehow know. And then on top of that, I have the lab guy. He's got an eye on me now because he knows I'm struggling. So like I got eyes from all around me watching me. You know what I mean? I don't like the feeling of people needing to like help me, or not help me, but like, put pressure on me. It's like, it's just, I don't like the pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now, I won't deny I am feeling very depressed. I'm feeling sad. That's why I've been trying to like get into hobbies recently. Like, I want to do paintball, but airsoft sounds cooler, and I didn't buy the paintball gun, so that's good. So I can go airsoft, or I was thinking about just getting, something in particular, which I won't say on YouTube because I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube gods. And I think you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
From what we were at, and I was thinking to myself, because you know what, when we went to the the shooting range for my birthday, I was like, I saw, we saw those tanks.
Yeah.
And I went kind of crazy, and I was like, that was fun for me. You know what I mean? That's where I was like, you know what? I love history. I think I should just do history because I love to do a tank chat on our channel. Talk about those old tanks.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect. I was like, that would be fun. In fact, if I switch majors to history, in fact, I was debating about I've been debating since I got the assist.org open. I was like, I've been looking into the history major. I'm like, there's not many jobs for it. That's the problem. But I could you can go teaching for it. You be a teacher, but I don't know if I want to be a teacher. But if I with the degree, I can, it's like clout. Look, I got the history degree, meaning I can do. I'm what I say about tanks and stuff like that. I'm not an expert 100%, but here it is. I got a major in it, so I know what I'm talking about. I got the research background. You know what I mean? I'm not some guy on the internet talking about armored tanks and stuff on the channel just for fun and gags. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been thinking about. I'm struggling in the 211 class. I'm pretty sure right now my grade. I've showed you my grades. I told you what they are. They're fake grades right now because give it a month, and the real grades will pop in, and it's not gonna look pretty. Because I'm not understanding it. I'm just struggling. And it doesn't help with I got so much pressure on my head right now from all the people around me. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm debating whether to call up the counselor, and talk to about majors, switching my major to history or something, a history degree, because apparently we do bachelors and masters at the campus.
That's good.
So if I switched, and if I switch now, or talk about switching and begin trying to get the process to do major switching, I could start next semester doing history, and maybe I could take more classes, because even though it's not gonna be like math, it's gonna be more writing. More writing than mathematics. So, and I already have an associate's in and computer science, so I can always keep that as my my minor major, and then go for my real major as history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my goal. I think that's my plan. But I don't. I don't want to go pushing this out because I don't want to get. It's the parent problem. Mom will probably be mad that I'll be switching majors, wasting money or something, because I put so much time and effort into one thing. But I'm like, I can't do it. This is the where it's hitting me. I can't figure it out. Yeah, it's like I'm struggling. I'm doing my best, but my best is just not working. And I've tried going to get help, but the people that are there, they all are garbage. They're worthless. They suck. A year ago, I would have said they would have been the best thing to be around or help me with, but I don't understand what happened. That people graduated. That's what I think happened. People just graduated,
or the people that were there before just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they graduated, and it's not the same. It's not the same as it was a year ago. And so if you don't know, people get paid at the STEM Center to do this stuff. They're being paid, but the funny thing is, they're being paid in tuition. Meaning their classes are being paid for, rather than my voice now. Rather than being paid in hard cash, they're getting paid in tuition. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been thinking. That's what I've got on my mind right now. I'm just not happy. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm at early stage of depression right now. Because, I put all this hard effort into computer science, and it's just, falling apart.
Well, we knew that was going to happen anyways.
Yeah, well. Anyways. Yeah, that's just what's going on in my life. I tried hard. So now, and it also doesn't help me feel. It what's also got me down is the fact that I'm getting older. And what? I'm getting older.
You are still young in your prime. You just got to work out.
No, that's not it. I'm getting older, and then my actual life goals are coming to fruition completely the way I want them to. You know what I mean? Again, college is not my goal. This right here, YouTube, building a company with all the money I could have been using. In fact, I've been even thinking about just trying to play for the lottery recently to see if I win. Because then I could use that money to build a small idea company. Because I want to build video games, man. I want to do cool stuff. I want to do stuff. So far, my life is built around built around working, and then just literally doing what I can and build this channel by myself, and then run off to a campus where nobody cares for each other. There's no community. I don't like anybody there. Everybody hates me in secret. I hate them. And the teachers don't like me. In fact, the teachers are looking at me like I'm a cheater. Trying to expel me, probably. For any reason. Which, that would be awful, for accusing. The problem is they don't have any proof of any cheating. So they probably can't get me. But I don't know. That's just where I am right now. I'm gonna go jump over here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because cyber is definitely not the way for me. I just don't know what I want to do in life. That's where I'm at.
Like I told you, this is your right here. The YouTube is your thing right now. This is where you. That's why I keep telling you need to help me build this channel, because you can have something here. This is where it's at. If you don't know what to do in life, this is right here. This is the opportunity. Not that college degree stuff. That's not your. Well, college is a somewhat opportunity, but not the opportunity you think it is. Yeah, The real opportunity is right in front of you, right here. With this, you have a chance to do your own thing, be your own boss. You know? I know it's hard, but we're building. We're a slow build up. The problem is us putting out one video a day doesn't help. Yeah. If we were able to put out 3 videos a day, this channel would be popular over. Probably well, not popular, but you know, we'll be somewhere overnight.
Yeah, but we don't have the time for that.
Yeah, because you're stuck in classes like me.
Yeah, I'm taking 4 classes. I'm getting hit. Basically, got to work on a little bit at a time because they're all due on like one day. All 4 of these classes I have are just, like either on the same day or like one day apart of each other.
Yeah, I know.
Or like some assignments are like due like right today. I'm like, what the? Why are we having this whole discussion being due today? I'm like, what? I hate discussions. Every single week for history or whatever I'm taking. No, it's history. Yeah. Every single week we're doing this dumb discussion. I'm like, oh my gosh. Writing all this nonsense is like, really?
Yeah, I'm just like getting sick of this. That's the reality.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting this stupid degree for parents who think they're still worth something in life, but to people like me, it's because it's my. You know why? Because it was their dream to have a degree early on in their life. Because in their, what'd you say?
They do have it.
Yeah, but not early as me.
Yeah. That's
the goal. They want me to have a degree earlier than they ever did in life. And you know, you can respect that.
No, I think she had hers early on.
No, she didn't.
She wasn't 30. She was not 30.
Was
she in her 20s?
Not a little close to 30.
Because remember, in their teens, when they were adults, he was in the Navy. They were following each other around, going to each area.
Yeah.
They tried Japan and whatnot. And she was still doing schooling, she said. Yeah. I don't know when she got a degree. It's definitely not 30. No way. It was 30.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was 30. Because she got her degree just a little after you were born.
I made her joke. I made the joke about it took you 20 years or whatnot to finally pay off the student loans.
Yeah, that's the thing right there.
All that interest build up, dumb. Like I said, I don't know. Probably save money, invest, but
investing is not what you want to do right now. The economy's awful.
I don't know.
It's just bad.
Fine, do the drop shipping scams.
Drop what?
The drop shipping scams.
What's that?
I just keep seeing these dumb ads about drop shipping. Guaranteed 15% increase. Whenever you hear guaranteed, it's a scam.
Nah, so
I don't know what drop shipping is, but I've seen like videos about how they say it's a scam and nothing is guaranteed. When they say guaranteed 10% or 10K a month or whatnot, it's a scam.
I might start playing for the lottery maybe. I don't know how to play it, but yeah, I'll figure it out. Not the stupid scratch cards or, you know, just the actual, like, the you know, what Dad used to do.
The machine?
Yeah, scan stuff. You know, the Mega Million stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who knows? And I'm just saying, this game does not have an end game.
I know, I'm just, like, messing
I already with the whole structure.
I know. Yeah, I can't even get far because the red is so weird. It's wonky.
Oh, did you go see the secret? If you go all the way to the second floor.
I've been there already.
Alright, that's good. We're probably end here.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is up with no zombies. It kind of got boring with no zombies.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I thought there was supposed to be
No,
zombies.
no, it's basically no. This is exactly Roblox. The guy built a replica of Roblox Tycoon, where you basically gain money, generate it, and you spend, and you buy, and you build a structure. That's basically it. That's literally what. If you read the map, because I read the map just to see if there's an end game. No end game. It's just a Typhoon Roblox of knock, basically a bad version of knock. He said.
Nah.
And people are saying it's even better if there's like a zombie mode, like an option for that, and a Bible ending. Yeah, this is Roblox right here. That's what I was like, oh, what, the only building stuff? Okay.
That's.
Alright, I'm gonna end it.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, okay, kind of dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I had my backstory was just too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's my fault. It was me trying to explain from the start, but like, ultimately, yeah, I'm not in a good mood. I gotta start working on a lab too, and I got math to finish.
Yeah.
Alright, as always, like and subscribe, guys, and this is just my fun life.